Hey guys, so today I am going to do a prom type look using all drugstore products. So if that's something that you're interested in, I will just jump right into the video. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to moisturize my skin. I use the Morning Burst Clean and Clear stuff. I use a gel. Okay, then I'm going to prime. I'm going to use an illuminating primer. This is the Maybelline Master Prime. It's Blur and Illuminate. It's the purple one. They have green, purple, and another color, I think. I love this stuff. It's kind of expensive for a drugstore product, too. But since it is illuminating, I'm going to put it all over my face. It smells like roses. It smells like roses. And apparently it has sunscreen in it, but that shouldn't matter for like flashback and everything. I know some people get concerned about that. Okay, so now for foundation, I am going to use a mixture of the Revlon Color Stay, if that will, yeah, and then the new Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I like to use a combination of the two because I love the staying power of the Revlon. However, I love that this foundation keeps me matte. So them together is like a holy grail foundation. And I'm running out. Okay, so the one product that I'm going to use that is not drugstore is a beauty blender. The Real Technique sponge is supposed to be kind of a dupe for it. I haven't tried the Real Techniques one because I have these, and I have, I think, 6 of them because I got them from Birchbox, and I got some for free from Beauty Blender from a contest that they had. So you can use the Real Techniques sponge, or I like to use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. But since we want to go for a more flawless type look, I'm going to use I'm now going to set my foundation since these don't really dry, especially for me since I have super duper oily skin. I'm actually going to do my eyebrows first. I'm going to use an Ofra. If I don't drop it. I'm going to use this eyebrow pencil. However, I have used a NYX one, but it has glittery stuff in it, so I'm not going to use it specifically for today. But NYX has ones that are very similar to this one. I just received this one in an Ipsy bag, so I'm going to use it. Thank you, so what you got? Yeah. Because I'm not used to filling in my eyebrows, but that's okay. I think I did for prom, actually. But I have dark eyebrows, so it's different. I'm going to use the NYX HD Studio Photogenic powder. It's cell battery because I used it today, but this is just the invisible powder. I am a huge fan of invisible powder. It doesn't seem to make a difference if you can see all this, like, woo, it's coming up. But I just put it all over my face. Now I'm going to prime my eyelids before I put bronzer and blush on. I'm going to use the NYX eyeshadow base, just the white one. And I'm going to apply it with a brush. Normally I apply it with my fingers, but I want to be more precise with it. Applying it with your fingers, I feel like, doesn't make it as precise. No, I'll just let it dry for a second while I do my bronzer and highlight. I'm not really going to contour so much because it's so hard to find a contour shade that's not super expensive and is going to go with my skin. I have more of a yellowy tone skin. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, but I do. So I'm going to use the NYC bronzer in Sunny. It just looks like this. Yeah, and then I'm going to use an angled brush. They have an e.l.f. brush like this, I think. This is just a sample thing that I got from Laura Geller. But you can use any brush as well. You can use this brush, type brush. But e.l.f. has a lot of amazing brushes to use for this purpose. I'm going to use the NYX blush in Peach. It's just a really subtle color. It doesn't look like it in the package, but I promise you that it is. I'm going to use an e.l.f. powder brush because it's just like a flat top kabuki to apply it. I'm going to start out with an e.l.f. blending eye brush, and it looks like this. I'm going to use the color Hopeless Romantic from Ulta, and just start that out as my crease color. Okay, so now that we have that color, I'm going to deepen it a little bit by using Amethyst from Ulta. Ulta makes some pretty good mauve shadows, you guys. I'm going to use the same brush and just place it a little lower on my lid and then blend it up. Okay. And after these two, I'm actually going to go into the Maybelline Nudes palette and use this color right here next to the white to kind of deepen it a little bit. I'm just going to use a brush that looks like this. Okay, so after those two, I am going to go in for the lid color. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Iced Latte. You can use any shimmery. I love these. They're so beautiful. I'm not sure why, but I have an obsession. I'm going to use a flat brush that looks like this to just pack it on my eyelid. After I've applied that part, I'm going to go back in with Amethyst and go with I'm going to use the e.l.f. smudge brush and then the crease brush to blend it out so that it's precisely on that part. Now for the bottom lash line, I am going to take the small angled brush with Amethyst and Hopeless Romantic on it mixed together. First, I'm going to take Hopeless Romantic and just smudge it on the bottom. I'm going to take Iced Latte again and put it in the inner corner. I'm going to use a different brush because that brush is primarily used for like darker colors. And I don't want to ruin my eyeshadow. So after that, I'm going to line the top of my lid. You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just going to make a small line on the top because that's what I'm used to doing, and it gives you a more fuller lash look. For mascara, I'm going to use two mascaras. I'm going to first use the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless, and then I'm going to use the Colossal Cat Eyes from Maybelline. This isn't waterproof, and I think I have the waterproof version of this. Yes. So I like to top it with a waterproof eyeliner because in my experience, waterproof eyeliner stays longer. Okay, so that's after I applied all of my mascara. My eyelashes aren't huge, so like I said, if you want bigger eyelashes, you can apply fake eyelashes, or I watched a video recently that was actually really helpful for volumizing and making your lashes look bigger. I will link it in the description box because I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head who made it. So I don't want to, so I will just link it down below. So next I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to do a, I don't know what color this is called. Colored lip. This is like a berry color, just so that my lips pop a little bit because I don't want to do a nude. Since the eyes were so neutrally, you want them to kind of pop to bring the whole look together. I'm going to use the NYX lip liner in Bloom. So I'm going to use an Essence lipstick that just looks like this. Then I'm going to highlight. I am going to use an eyeshadow actually because I have had the worst experience of finding powder highlighters that actually work. This is Sugar from Wet n Wild. Okay guys, so that is it for this look. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can set your makeup with a setting spray if you want. I have heard good things about the L'Oreal Infallible one. I just have too many to get myself to try it. I have these two that work phenomenally. So if you have one of these to use, use it. I would use the oil control one because I love it so much and it is so worth the investment. But you can use anything you want to, or you don't have to set it if you think that it's going to last all day anyway. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.